I feel like Friends for Life definitely has the clients at the heart of everything. Our individuals, I don't even want to call them clients. We work for them. The individuals at the heart of who we are and what we are. And that's part of the reason I was like, yep, I'm all in. Let's go. I feel like we have to give a voice for those that don't necessarily always have the voice. And sadly, part of me is figuring out the lack of resources that are out there, period, for people with all kinds of abilities. And so I think it's really cool that we're founded in trying to be those resources for the people that we're taking care of.
Hey everybody, this is Tony.
And this is Paul, and we're coming at you from the Friends for Life podcast, where we discuss the ongoing lives and issues of people with developmental disabilities to spark positive change in the field.
And we have a lot of fun doing it.
Making sure that individuals are reaching the goals they have set for themselves. That's one of the many goals of Assured Health Services. If you're looking for a residential care provider or searching for ADS services, Assured Health is your go-to place. Assured Health, helping others succeed. Learn more at assuredhealthohio.com or call 419-442-8066. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Friends for Life podcast. Thanks for tuning back in. Today, we have a very special guest for you.
Yes.
The one and only Miss Kasey. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. We're here. We're podcasting. You're here against your will, as your boss told you to come in. No, I'm just kidding. So,
she kind of is against her will. She was only doing it, she said, for me. Not even because of me, for me. This is actually just because of Pam.
Me too.
It's a little out of element, but I'll give it a go here.
But I can explain why, though. You know, the one of the biggest reasons, as things have taken a change for Friends for Life in the last several years, my family and I got in. We got in your realm. And I'll let you explain how we know each other and everything from there. But you have now taken over more of a office managing role that has been needed for my sanity for quite a while because I'm a very particular person about things and I like things done a certain type of way, but I know I can't control everything. So having someone like you, Kasey, has been a very big help in my life. So with that, since you're the office manager for Friends for Life and just a wonderful human being, explain to the people who are listening and or watching who you are.
Well, my name's Kasey. I am a mom to 3 little people and a wife. My husband and I will be married 11 years in May.
Congratulations.
I have always liked working with kids, and through doing that, I think kind of developed my organizational skills and working as a school secretary, and then it all just kind of carrying over to Friends for Life now. And I think that it was where I was supposed to end up and where I was supposed to be, and I'm really loving it, and I guess growing and trying to embrace everything that's coming at me. So,
which I can only imagine, because since you are you are a person from the school system, so you have gotten to see, like you said, a whole bunch of little people. Now, in the realm of what we do, there are little people around, but we kind of stay in Friends for Life with adults with the same type of mannerisms still. As a school advocate for someone with DD, how do you feel Friends for Life is tackling just growth and characterizations of the DD world? And be open and honest. Be very, very open.
The Reliable Drug and Alcohol Testing Clinic is a leading provider and convenient source of pre-employment and occupational type testing. Their clinic provides services to a wide range of private businesses, healthcare facilities, and municipal and county courts.
Reliable is an independent, locally owned clinic. As a result, they provide their services at a lower cost than the major hospitals, have faster turnaround times on test results, and eliminate the long waits typically incurred at these larger facilities. To learn more, visit reliabledrugtest.com.
I feel like Friends for Life definitely has the clients at the heart of everything. Our individuals, I don't even want to call them clients. We work for them. The individuals at the heart of who we are and what we are. And that's part of the reason I was like, yep, I'm all in. Let's go. I feel like we have to give a voice for those that don't necessarily always have the voice. And sadly, part of me is figuring out the lack of resources that are out there, period, for people with all kinds of abilities. And so I think it's really cool that we're founded in trying to be those resources for the people that we're taking care of.
I think that was very well put. And just a quick disclaimer. This is not Tony Stewart. This is the individuals that work at Friends for Life as well with the individuals we service. You know, this... I do take pride that we have transcended more than just like that's Tony's company, it's Friends for Life. You know, we made a name for ourselves to be quality in the care that we give. So we have been blessed to be able to have a lot of staff who come in who monetize what we're showing them to create more DSPs that play the role that they should be playing. You know, you feel me? You feel me there, Paul?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. well, I mean, it's hard because I've been here for 3 years now ish, and it's weird because so many people come and go. It's hard just in the field in general. I mean, there's people that we've talked with at other companies that aren't there anymore, and it's just interesting. There's a lot of turnover everywhere I've ever worked, but it's just interesting. You like get to know someone and then they're gone. Mm-hmm. So it is a strange dynamic in this field because it's like I can only, as someone who's like here all the time and in the office, in and out of the office, I can imagine how difficult that is for an individual. Like you get to know these people, you take care of them, you help them in their home, and then all of a sudden they're just gone and there's like a new person. Like that has to be insanely frustrating.
Yeah, good point.
Like as a whole, in the field in general, not just here, but it's everywhere. So it's one of the things I notice, and that's, I don't know if you've noticed that at all, Kasey. I mean, you've only worked in this realm at Friends for Life for not super long, but I know you have experience with it.
I think I can tell you it kind of equates to, because I did daycare a long time right out of high school, and they kind of have the same similar dynamic there with the turnover stuff. And I think it kind of equates to the same thing when you are a freshman in high school and pick what kind of course you want to go to for college. You're going to change that 6 times before you actually graduate with what you want to do. Yeah. And so I think it kind of, people get in it and think that, oh, there's a ton of money in this, and it's not. It's about taking care of people. And I think some people get in and think that it's going to be easier than it is. And the true fact of the matter is there are difficult days. And sometimes, people are going to walk away and say, I can't do this anymore. But then there's also those people that will stay and have been here before I started working for here. Mm-hmm. So I think that it kind of is just individual growth as well. Like they get in and thinking that this is the path that they want to go down, and then decide it's not for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think scares most people away from doing this type of work? Aside from money, because we've always heard that. That's easy to say. That's
everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't think that's special
to
this.
I have my own tangents about that as well. But we'll save you, ladies and gentlemen, for right now.
I will just tell you my honest opinion on that. If you're getting into it to be a millionaire, you're already doing it for the wrong reason.
Good point.
So if taking care of others is not at the heart of why you're jumping in here, I would say reconsider what you're kind of looking at getting into.
This field of work has always shown me, I think, who truly compassionate people are. And there's, like I said, my tangent when it comes to money is this. It's ran us as people for way too long now. I definitely get commerce and value. Definitely, I get it, because that's always going to be something. But we're loving on something that doesn't exist. It's something that is pretend, and we're kind of, I don't want to say destroying humanity, but we're neglecting humanity because of it. But I think most agency providers now and parents of those with developmental disabled loved ones, they're caught on trying to make every single dollar make sense for the person who's applying. If that, it's like, hey, come work for us. We'll pay you $13 an hour. But hey, did you know this can go there, and then you could do this, and then you can go here, and then we're also offering this. And it's like you have to give everyone the world now just to have someone care enough. Like, and I've said this before, I would love if Friends for Life just employed maybe 200 people to help maybe 5 hours every other day or something, the less, so you can do what you quote unquote want to do elsewhere. So I think I'm caught in this rut of trying to convince people to do something that I think should be natural.
THS Remote Supports is clearly focused on improving independent living through dynamic and personalized services. Their systems have been carefully developed and perfected to ensure that everyone receives the best care through the least intrusive means possible. Located in Cincinnati, Ohio, they've spent over 20 years providing in-home supports to individuals with disabilities. If you or someone you know is looking for a remote service provider, go to thsrss.com or call 513-882-9088.
I think that and is also part of that generational gap. It's also part of that whether you believe COVID was COVID or it wasn't, or what, I don't care what you believe, but that didn't help us out either, because we paid people more to stay home than to go to work.
Yeah.
And so then, lots of people kind of got stuck in that, well, I'll work for this long and then I'll just collect unemployment instead of staying working. So you have to make sure that you're getting in it because you're wanting to take care of people, that you're not getting in it trying to just chase that dollar down.
There you go.
And I think part of that is providing some consistency to the best of our ability for the people we're taking care of, because it is very hard to have people in and out.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of, I don't know, I feel like there's just a lot of bad information out there about every job.
Yeah.
Because there's, I regularly get side work to do, like edit other podcasts, because that's like, I'm known for doing that because I've put out so many of our episodes and other podcasts. And the rates that people think people get paid to do that kind of work and what they actually get paid are insanely different. Like, if I didn't enjoy the work, then I wouldn't be doing it, because it's a lot of time for not that much money. And it's kind of weird. I feel like it's the same in any realm that I've ever worked in, is like people have this idea of how much they get paid. It's like you can get paid a lot of money to do video work, but you have to be one of the best at it. You can't just be the guy, like your uncle's cousin's friend that has a camera. Like, you have to be good. And it's like the same thing with working in this field. Like, if you're half-ass your job and you show up and you have a bad attitude all the time and nobody wants to be around you, like, why would you get paid more?
Correct.
You're acting like someone who should not get paid more,
Yeah, if you come in to serve one of our individuals and you walk in, like I use this a lot when whenever I interview, but if you're having a bad day, is that your individual's fault? Everyone there is saying no, but if I go in and come on the clock and I see you, why is your facial expression saying that you're having a bad day? And fair, unfair, I don't know whether it is. Are you supposed to hide your emotions? I don't know. I do. I can have a very, very crappy day, and guess what? I'm going to come in. Kasey, you know this. smile on my face. I'm
Yep.
going to high five. I'm going to try to enlighten someone else's day. And sometimes it even accidentally enlightens mine. And that's science, baby. That's science.
People need to look to, like, yes, there's a lot of things that happen, but there's so much reward in it too. There's reward even for me. I don't get to see like all of the people that we care for lots and lots of times because I am the office manager and helping with things. So like the ginormous celebration we threw yesterday, and I got to meet some of them that I've heard their names but didn't ever get to see what their faces looked like. Or, they've called me on the phone and I've talked to them, but I don't know who they are. Yeah. It was really cool to get to see them and really to see the wide variety of people we truly do care for. So for me, that's part of the reward of getting to do this job.
Well, I'd love to hear that. And I don't know, Paul and I we've been pedal to the metal. So, and we're at a very, I don't know, what would you call this?
Crossroads.
Yeah, we're at a crossroads. And it's taking a lot of our energy. But the reason, like I said, I wanted our listeners and our viewers to understand that I couldn't have done any of what's being done without people like yourself. And even now, I mean, you came in at a very crucial time for us to really be beneficial and help. But it doesn't compare to what you do for others. So, Kasey, I want to give you your flowers. You are a very, very awesome person.
Well, thank you.
And in that point, we have a few minutes left. Before I hit up rapid fire, I want you to tell everyone how we met. Then I'm going to elaborate on it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So I met Tony and this adorable little curly-haired girl 6 years ago delivering and selling candy bars in my neighborhood. This was before I only had 2 children at the time. And we found out, the school system that they were attending, and we kind of checked in on it. And our oldest son actually ended up attending there for preschool. And there I was babysitting at home at the time for kids. And I was not yet pregnant with our surprise child number 3 and started working for the school that the kids attended. And so I got to meet Tony and Stephanie there. And it just so happened that when my 3rd kiddo was born, he had all kinds of things going on that we weren't prepared for, nor did we know that he was going to have. He has a very rare brain condition, and it affects his motor planning and speech. And so my heart really lied here, though I didn't know that it did at the time. And when I found out who Tony and Stephanie were and what they did and learned more about the company, it originally started with me saying, "Oh, hey, don't you have any side work?" And Stephanie saying, "Well, yeah, we have lots of filing that could get caught up on." And it kind of was history from there. And they, have allowed me also to be able to take care of my little guy who has to go to therapy and stuff, all while still being able to work. So it's been a blessing for me just as much. I mean, really.
Yes, we have had a roller coaster of events through the past few years, and I can only imagine when you're dealing with things that are completely out of your control. So I take my hat off to you, Kasey, and to the parents like you. The professionals like you, because we need people like you in our establishments and in our lives. So, again, you're awesome. But with that, you're not able to leave, because this time it's time for Rapid Fire! And as you know, Kasey, Rapid Fire is a part of the game show, or a part of the podcast, which is the game show where you have to we ask you 3 questions. Would you rather scenarios. The quicker you answer, the better it is. People, I'm tired. If you can't tell, listen to my voice right now. So are you ready?
Sure.
All right. They're not that bad. I'm going to answer some of them, because some of them are Well, all of them are, I have my own answers. All right. Would you rather have Celine Dion or Eminem perform the soundtrack of your life?
Celine Dion for sure.
I knew she was going to say that. Me, Eminem. Slim Shady all day, baby. All right. Would you rather be the class clown or teacher's pet?
Teacher's pet, of course.
Class clown over here. Would you rather bathe in the dishwater or wash dishes in your bath water?
Bathe in the dishwasher for sure.
I would do that one too. Yeah, the last one was just creepy. The only reason I was going to think different because I don't take baths, I take showers. So I could I could clean the place.
That's a Seinfeld episode.
Hold on, it was. Kramer did do that, didn't he?
Yes.
Look at that.
If you live in the Toledo area and you'd like to come work with us here at Friends for Life Residential Care, then head over to our website, friendsforliferc.com, and fill out our employment form. We'd love to see you on our team. We also have ads on Facebook. You can check it out there as well. We'd love to work with you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for continuing to listen to us, to stay with us. Right now, we're going through kind of a hiatus for the spring as we continue to go through, like Paul said, the crossroads of growth. We're going to continue to give more information on not only our new episodes that are coming out, but new educational things that you can use for your professional life, your inspirational life, and anything else. So thank you all. Paul, anything you want to say?
No. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Instagram and our TikTok before it gets banned, which could be a good or a bad thing. I'm not sure. And Facebook. So yeah, thanks to everybody who follows us on there. And Kasey's been helping a little bit with posting on Facebook and stuff. Good information. So thank you all for listening. And we'll be back next week with another episode.